you're feeling like, oh, I need to do this, but then you don't act on it. Just give it time. The next so much, somebody will start doing what you're thinking about, and then you have to go back to your drawing board, because if you are somebody is doing this, I should not do it. Hey fellow creators, welcome to Bands with D. If it is your first time, welcome to this channel, and if not, then welcome again. So Bands with D basically focuses on Gen Z lifestyle content and content creator, content creation tips. And in this video, I'm going to be doing a deep dive into the fears that I felt as a content creator, the fears that are associated with being a content creator. And being a content creator is not easy. Like, people think that it's one of the easiest jobs out there, but those of us that need to know. And I think with the way social media is pushing for business owners or brand owners to be content creators, I think it's just to dance on TikTok or scribble stuff and put no. Being a content creator is a hard work. Like, it takes a lot to be a content creator. So we're going to be dealing with 6 fears associated with being a content creator. And these fears are, the fear of sounding stupid, the fear of being generic, the fear of being shallow, the fear of tomorrow, the fear of not creating, and the fear of sounding empty. So I'm going to be talking about these fears, one after the other, and let's see how it goes from there. If I could profile solutions or what my experience has been in battling all of these fears. Okay, so the first fear is, the fear of sounding stupid. And I think this fear comes from overthinking the stuff that we do, overthinking the stuff that we put out there. Like, you're basically thinking if your content is not, how do I say it? Not just not good enough, but like, not just not good enough, but not just there, like weird, out of place, like it's not remarkable. Why are you even creating this type of content? But what I've learned is these things that we count as stupid are what even help people in, generating money. The things that we think are foolish is actually what brings money. I don't know if you've seen this AI guy on TikTok, the guy that, is it Teller now? The guy that does stuff with Mavis, a Nigerian AI content creator. She does stuff, like being AI. People watch these guys and they make money off it. Seeing Mark Angel comedy, these people are making like cool cash, just being weird. If being weird is going to get you your cash, please be weird, please be what you are. The most important thing is that you are authentic, you're true to yourself. So I don't think you should be afraid of sounding stupid. And the whole point of being a content creator, why I love being a content creator, is that you're learning new things. Like, you're learning each day. You're not restricted. If you feel like this thing is not good enough, you learn based on the comments that people would give you, and you just improve and get better. And let people laugh their sorrows away, right? Go on TikTok and you see that whatever idea that you're thinking about is not stupid. And I like to think now that no single person is an island of ideas. Just because you feel like you have an idea, you're not the only one with the idea. I don't know if this thing has ever happened to you. You're feeling like, oh, I need to do this, but then you don't act on it. Just give it time. The next so much, somebody will start doing what you're thinking about, and then you have to go back to your drawing board, because if you are somebody is doing this, I should not do it. And that leads me to my next fear, being a content creator, is the fear of being generic, the fear of feeling that everybody's doing the same thing. I don't think that that's true. I actually feel like we don't have enough people. We don't have enough content creators, right? I'm not talking about, all the fun, poppy lifestyle things that people are posting out there. No, you could be serious. You could be your introverted, deep down, techie, nerdy self. We need content of like you. Like, I don't think we have enough content creators out there. And I also feel like nobody can do, or not people can do the same thing the same way. No, there are meant to be differences. Our experiences are different. Our experiences are unique to each other. Your own point of view. It's what somebody needs. Okay, so why do we not say that there are so many teachers or so many politicians out there? No, because people would keep sifting through what they feel like is the best of the best to get what they find relatable. I might not find the largest fashion content creator my person. It might just be, someone little in the corner, or someone who feels like they're little in the corner. So please, we're not enough, we're not too much. It's just like thinking that, I think I like that fashion example. Nobody type is the same, no skin type is the same. So someone who's light skinned cannot relate to what I experience as a dark skinned person. So do you now feel like because you have so many people in that particular niche doing that, other people should not come in there? No. I also feel recently someone was talking about a particular skin condition, and I think it's something that affects me. And then I was like, oh, this is what this is. That was how I got insight. It was not the largest content creator. It was from a small account, and I got to discover what my own skincare issue was and how to take better care of it. So If you're a content creator, don't feel like your space is too crowded. Get in there, and who knows, you might actually be the top of that category. Okay, the next fear is the fear of sounding empty. The fear of feeling like what you're saying does not have depth. Truly, 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 truly. What any of us does, it's not as though we are deep people like that. Just keep getting better. We're not all going to be public speakers and all of that. But what makes people feel depth in what you're doing or what you're saying is when it finally clicks with them, right? I could keep saying that a laptop is what you need to start your content creation journey, and then somebody just passes by it. But by the time the person hears it for like 10 times or 10 different people, it makes sense to them, right? So you're just a key, you're just a step in the progress of the audience. So don't feel like what you're saying is empty. And like I've said, content creation is an opportunity to actually learn, right? So if you feel you're empty at this point, what are you doing to build on yourself? What are you doing to build your skills? What are you doing to further build your storytelling abilities or build what your experience or exposure is like? So I don't think that anybody's empty. I believe that you can actually grow more and then push more of what you're doing out there. So the fear of sounding empty is another fear, but I don't think that you should let it hold you back. I think you should actually push more and push forward. Okay, so another fear that I think content creators would experience is the fear of sounding shallow. Right, I think I just said empty. The fear of sounding shallow, and shallow in the sense of you feel superficial, you feel like the work is not, making any impact or that kind of thing. No. I think that as much as the content that you're doing goes beyond yourself, it goes beyond like some sort of selfish reason. Yeah, it's good to think about money, how you get paid, and all of that. But by the time you could actually put yourself out there in a particular state, take time out, set up. If you're a video content creator, set up lights, set up your camera, mount everything that you're recording, or that you're a writer and then you're writing out, even if it is your most intimate thoughts and you're writing them out to put out there. I think it's no longer shallow. I think it's no longer superficial. I think you're doing something beyond yourself, because somebody will find it relatable. Somebody will find your experience same as what they're passing through. They might not tell that to you, right? But they find you relatable and it affects their lives a lot. I feel like content creation is one thing that affects people a lot, and it might not give you that instant gratification, but believe me, even if you have just 2 or 3 or 4 followers, people are watching what you're doing. And superficiality, in the sense that people think that they should not focus on the metrics. I think you should focus on the metrics. That's the whole point of being a content creator. The numbers. Focus on the metrics. Focusing on the metrics does not mean that you are vain, because this time of vanity metrics, and then you feel, oh, I don't want to have 1,000 followers. I think I'm fine with 500. No. I think you should push your message as much as you can. So get more people. I don't think that makes you superficial. I don't think that makes you shallow in a way. At the end of the day, if you get these numbers, you get paid, and if you get paid, you'll be able to work on your content better. You'll be able to work on the resources that help you become a content creator. So focus on the metrics if you can, but don't let it be the core of what you're doing. Your message should be the core of what you're doing. Keep building on your message. And like I've said, the more you push your content, the more you learn, the more you get more people to share their experiences with you, the more you become trusted. And at the end of this, you find that it gets easier to actually overcome all of these fears that you have in being a content creator. Okay, I've said that being a content creator is not easy, and a big fear that content creators face is actually the fear of not creating, the fear of not pushing out any content. It's actually a big fear, and it's something that, beyond other fears that I've mentioned, is something that can affect the work that you do, like no later time. It's immediate. It affects your work slowly but surely. You're going to see it. And the fear of not creating can come from different things. It can come from imposter syndrome. It could come from facing burnout. It could come from dealing with creative blocks. And then the opposite of imposter syndrome, like I've learned, is this the Dunning-Kruger effect, right? So when you're thinking of imposter syndrome, you're thinking that you're not good enough, right? You're not good enough to push out content, like some sort of inner sabotage. Your inner critic is coming out and then stopping you from doing stuff. But when you're talking about the Dunning-Kruger effect, you're focusing on, this person is actually creating content that you feel is good, but it's actually rubbish. But it's actually not good enough, right? So we see that there are like 2 ends. One feels it's not good enough, one feels it's good enough, but then it's actually nothing. But if you're focusing on, building your message, building your story, making sure that you are consistently putting out value, then I don't think this can hold you back. It's just, what you should just do is, get people that can pull you back to earth. If you are facing the Dunning-Kruger effect, for instance, let people bring you back to earth. People that are in your field, people that are in the same niche as you are. Let them bring you back down to a chair. Don't be isolated. Don't be an island of knowledge. Have creative friends around you. Have people in your field that do what you do. That are able to, set you on the right track. Whether you're feeling down, get mentors that are able to pull you back up. So this is my cure for that to be have friends, have your peers, have people on the same level as you are, and then have people who are above you, like mentors or coaches that will be able that way you'll be able to find the right balance. And then with creative blocks happen when you don't just feel the urge to create. Now this is not burnout. Like I feel like it's one of the early stage of like actually burning out. With creative blocks, say you're a writer, you don't know what to write about. You still have the skill, but you don't know what you want to write about, or you have your topics, but you don't know how you want to go about writing them. With burnout, like your zeal is your zeal to do what you're doing is fading out. Like you beginning to feel disinterested, and this one, I'll classify it as creative blocks. Then you have burnouts, and then you have imposter syndrome. Right, so I feel like it travels through that line. With burnouts, you'll be shut off. You don't feel the urge to create. You just become overwhelmed and you become tired. So how do we deal with burnout? I think have creative mates with friends or peers who are content creators. You can go on your walk. You can actually also take time to pause from what you're doing. It's important to pause because I feel content creators will drive in too much, charge you so much energy, and then when that energy fades, that's it. I feel content creators should learn to work in short bursts. Do something, take a pause, do something, take a pause, do something, take a pause, rather than just driving a Tesla, for instance, and then you run out of energy and then there's no way to recharge. You just stuck in that point until some sort of savior or messiah now comes to help you out. So that's my cure for that. Make sure to take bursts, take creative works, attend creative methods, meet with other people, consume other people's content, check out what other people are doing, consume it. That way you don't feel burnt out, you get motivated more and more. And then the last fear associated with being a content creator, or that I want to associate to being a content creator, is the fear of tomorrow. Right? If you're just starting out, you're thinking, how do I get paid for being a content creator? Right? You begin to think about instant gratification, like I said previously. How do I get paid? Is this thing going to be worth my time? How long would I be a content creator for? I was reading a story or reading a content creator that I admire share her journey so far, and that's like, I've spent my 20s being a content creator. It's time to do something new, right? So if you have set goals, it's easy to break out. I don't think that being a creative is just a single state. But not all of us we have different creative abilities, but then we can journey through at different paces, right? I started off as a blogger, as a personal blogger, and over time my blog has grown to be a lifestyle blog. Now I'm doing video content, I'm doing email content, I'm doing web content, I'm doing copywriting for brands, I'm doing business content. That was not how I started out. But if you have a plan for growth, then the fear of tomorrow, it's not going to be a problem. And if monetization is the issue for you, I think I like to tell content creators now that start monetizing on day one. Start making your plans to monetize. You don't have to wait for 5 years before you start monetizing. You can start monetizing immediately, right? So think about how it pays you. So you should also be selfish about your goals. As much as you're putting value out there, make plans to receive, because in the long term, when you think about, unless you're doing content creation out of hobby, then it's not going to be of benefits to you, right? Even if you're doing it as a hobby, at least it's serving some certain kind of joy for you. So think about monetization, think about what you get out of content creation immediately. You might not get it that same day, but at least it should be part of your long-term goals. Know that, okay, after being a video creator for a while, I want to move into movie production, for instance, or I want to go into acting. So make those long-term goals. That way you don't feel held back by what you think content creation is doing for you. If you like this video, please drop a comment, share what your experience has been as a content creator, share what your fears have been. Do you think that these fears that I mentioned are things that you've passed through? How did you get through them? Please share for other creatives also learn and take a point or two. If you have questions, please share as well. I'm sure there'll be definitely someone ready to answer. And if you'd like to speak to me personally, I'll put a link for you to book a session with me, or if you just follow me on any of my social media pages, I'm sure to respond to you in no time. Drop a comment. I'll also be in the comment section. And if you like my t-shirt is from Honey Drop Store. That's my personal store, so you could head over there and then get one of these creative designs for yourself. This is blogger. There are a lot of other designs, and you could get it customized for your brand as well. So please visit the Honey Drop Store and get one for yourself. And as I love to say, a drop of honey for your day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video. Bye guys.